Reserve, check it out though. This on some real shit. Yeah. This is my time, this is my fate. I'ma get that however it takes. So I'ma do me, and you can do you. But in the end, they probably gon' hate. Busy on my grizzly, but niggas be always hating me. Getting through the struggles and troubles, I'm living gratefully. Label me a hustler, I'ma push it to the limits. Time is money, motherfucker, so the youngin' gotta get it. Not a minute or a second to spare. I don't care, say your shit and never get in my ear. It's the year 09, got my feelings so live. No doubt with word of mouth, young Trill is gon' rise out the gutter, motherfucker, cause I'm hotter than the summer. Blowing so cold like river waters in December. I still remember when I recorded on the tape deck. Now I'm dropping tracks, never thought that I would make it this far. Spitting bars, boy, you know I got heart. I'm a step ahead of the game, like a false start. You not smart if you tryna go against me. Y'all should pop Viagra, cause you bastards are dead meat. This is my time, this is my fate. I'ma get that however it takes. So I'ma do me, and you can do you. But in the end, they probably gon' hate. This is my time, this is my fate. I'ma get that however it takes. So I'ma do me, and you can do you. But in the end, they probably gon' hate. Through hard times, dropping rhymes to keep me moving. Holding my composure cause they let it see me losing. But the music puts the beat in my heart. And you must be stupid if you think I'ma stop. Hell nah, I'ma fight with all my might till I get through my obstacles. Pay attention when I'm spitting, it's phenomenal. Yeah. And I call this my profession. Working on my lyrics, trying to get it to perfection. Accumulating paper while them haters get to talking. Trying to reach my dream, which is to be up in the tropics. Sipping margaritas with girls named Margarita. But goals tend to change, cause it's really hard to keep a straight head when you gotta make bread. Working every day cause you gotta pay rent. And you gotta stay fed, motherfucker, but I'm fed up with this shit. I'd rather count digits than to be optimistic. This is my time, this is my fate. I'ma get that however it takes. So I'ma do me, and you can do you. But in the end, they probably gon' hate. This is my time, this is my fate. I'ma get that however it takes. So I'ma do me, and you can do you. But in the end, they probably gon' hate. For a second, y'all is stopping Trill. You're not as ill, boy, I got monster skills. Yeah, you's a nerd and you are not for real. So if you still got a problem, go to Dr. Phil. I have a vision with a heart of steel. I'll forever bring the heat, I am not Shaquille. Get it? And when I need a boost, I pop a pill. Now I'm feeling #1 like a Whopper meal, yeah. I wrote Gabriel a verse, that nigga act the fool like April the 1st. I told him I'ma kill it, someone make this a hearse. Cause I'm about to knock it out off the face of the earth. I'm always grinding, trying to make this money. Ain't shit funny, fuck y'all trying to take it from me. You never be as good, I just hate it, buddy. Cause my art form is great and y'all ain't as cunning. This is my time, this is my fate. I'ma get that however it takes. So I'ma do me, and you can do you. But in the end, they probably gon' hate. This is my time, this is my fate. I'ma get that however it takes. So I'ma do me, and you can do you. But in the end, they probably gon' hate.